onda mi gente, and welcome back. Besitos a todos. This week's Innovative Insight is all about Pinterest's newest feature, Pinterest Communities. And marketers are calling it the biggest thing on social media right now. So here's all about Pinterest Communities. This is the ultimate guide to Pinterest Communities. It just got released. Earlier this year, around July-ish, Pinterest made a comment and released that they were going to be doing some kind of testing and some kind of changes to Pinterest. And this is literally the biggest thing on Pinterest right now. Pinterest Communities is huge. Pinterest has traditionally been a platform that's mainly a search engine. You can literally just type in the search bar anything you want to know, how to blah blah blah, or any topic for that matter, and you're able to find pins that come up that are all about these keywords that you type in. Pinterest is so different than any other social media platform because there was no social aspect to this platform until now. Pinterest Communities takes the social aspect of what was once solely a visual marketing platform to the next level. And the biggest reason why Pinterest made this step happen is because they are really focused on creating engagement, on getting pinners to start engaging with each other. They're really starting to focus on bringing all those social aspects of a social platform into their platform. They're really focused on human connection. So what is Pinterest Community? Pinterest Communities is literally if Google and Facebook groups had a baby, that's what it is. It's the search and the group talking to each other. It's amazing. So you're still going to be able to use the platform as a search engine, but now you'll be able to talk to people within groups like you do on Facebook groups. Very similar. So these communities allow you to drop into the comments and say, hey, does anybody have a pin for this particular item? Or if it's a specific topic, let's just say that you join the photographers community, right? And you are new to photography and you want to know about setting or camera settings, and instead of going through all of those pins on your own and then clicking on a pin, going to a blog and reading and seeing that maybe that's not the blog that has the best information for you, what you do is you drop a question into that community and say, hey everyone, what are the best articles written out there regarding how to, learn about your camera settings or how to learn about ISO, right? And immediately people start replying to you, responding to you in that community, and they start sharing pins with you, they answer and they give you replies, they give you little hearts. I mean, it is pretty awesome. So it's literally just like a group, like a Facebook group, and something that you're totally used to, except for now people send you the resources that you need through pins or through their own pins, sharing them with the community. And the best part about this is that Pinterest is huge for driving traffic directly to your website or directly to where you want them to go. You can create a pin that drives traffic to a product offering, an online course, your website, your blog, your homepage, anything that you're offering, you can drive traffic to any of those things. The best part about Pinterest Communities is that this is literally just another marketing tool at your disposal that Pinterest is giving you to drive even more traffic to your site or to wherever it is that you want your audience to go. Currently, the only way to access communities is if you join a community, and you've got to do it through your mobile phone. So if you're watching on your mobile right now this video, what I want you to do is go into the comments. I have dropped the link to all of my communities. Choose a community that you like to be a part of and, join. That will give you access to the community tab that you see up here. if you see here on the desktop version, you'll have a community tab that pops up now. Now, in order for you to create your own communities on Pinterest, you're able to use them through the Create Community button on the desktop version, or you can create a community using the plus button on the mobile version of Pinterest. And as I stated, the only way for you to be able to populate the community tab on a desktop is to join one of the communities out there. Go ahead, go down to the description, and I've put all the links to the communities that I currently have, and that's the only way that you'll be able to, create that tab. Now keep in mind that the tab will populate either instantly or within a few hours, and one of the reasons why is because this feature is still in beta testing. Because it's still in beta mode, you will not find a lot of information or pretty much any information regarding this feature on the Pinterest news website. You really can't find any press releases or anything out there that really talks about this amazing feature called Pinterest Communities. You can click on the button either through your mobile or through the desktop version to create your own community. You'll literally go onto the community tab, then you'll click on the button, and that's how you create your own community. Now, when you're creating communities, here's something to keep in mind. Create communities based on the name of a keyword. So if you happen to go to Pinterest or Google or any search engine and you're looking at social media marketing, for instance, make sure you use broad general terms that people are looking for. So when we're looking for social media marketing, I'm going to search social media marketing and not necessarily DJ Franco, because DJ Franco, people are not going to think of saying, oh, I'm going to go search for DJ Franco social media, right? They're going to go think, how do I do social media for my business? So social media or social media for small business. So those are keyword phrases that you can use to create the names of your Pinterest communities. Why you want to do this is because Pinterest community names are also searchable. So if you name it something that someone is constantly looking for instance, keto groups, or keto community, ketogenic diet, anything that with that phrase, people are already looking for those things. So you're going to pop up, or your community is going to pop up more likely. Now, another thing to remember is that if you already have, for instance, I have marketing communities, I have business blogger community, I also have a social media marketing community. So those communities are already created. That means no one else can make a community called that. So unlike Facebook groups that you've got a million Insta chick, Insta gal, Instagram, Insta brand, Insta this, Insta that, you cannot create another group with the same name. You cannot create another community with the same name. So Pinterest does not allow duplicate names. So if you have a blogger community, then that's it. You are the only one that owns blogger community. If you have one that's called Pinterest marketing, for instance, then you are the only one that owns Pinterest marketing. You're able to allow others to help you moderate those groups. At the moment, unlike Facebook groups, you don't have to send requests. On Facebook, a lot of the groups on there either ask you to answer questions, or you have to have a special link to get into the group, an invitation, and people vet the process of allowing you to be on their groups. Well, in Pinterest communities, there's no vetting process at the moment. However, Pinterest is working diligently on ironing out all the details on how to vet the process. So for now, pick a buddy, pick someone that you know in, the online world or in your industry that can actually help you moderate and be an admin also with you on those Pinterest communities that can help really moderate, set the tone, set the rules, and get the guidelines of the operations of that particular group. There's a lot of new great functions on Pinterest communities. One of them is, the ability to be able to pin within the group. So, you can use the little sticky pin thing going on. I forgot what it's called, but I'm showing you now. And so what you do is you go in there, and if you're gonna respond to someone, or if you're going to create a message in the community, all you have to do is you can type up your message, then you can choose the pin button and stick a pin in there. So what I love about this feature is that if you're replying to someone who asked a question, you can literally write a description and send the pin along with it. So say, hey, so-and-so, I found this. This has a resource that really helps answer what you're looking for, and then pin to pin. Another thing is that the best way to use communities is if you're going to start sending pins throughout the community, make sure that you kind of talk a little bit about the pin or talk about the reasons why you're sharing. For instance, in one of my groups, what I did is I said, hey, you know, we're all business bloggers and entrepreneurs. So what I'd love for you guys to do is take a look at these 20, you know, inspirational, motivational quotes that are my favorite to get you through your entrepreneurial journey when the, you know, going gets tough. And that's something that I shared with them. So sharing is caring, being open, being talkative, like have an actual conversation with people on the group is what Pinterest wants you to do. They don't want you just dumping links and pins. They really want you to start talking to other pinners. So one thing that I need to mention right now is that currently, because it's still in beta mode, as I mentioned to you before, it's a little harder to search for communities at the moment. So you can't kind of type out a keyword phrase and the community is going to pop out. So it's a little harder to do that. What you can do is you can go to the community finder, and Pinterest has done an amazing job at creating 2 resource communities for you to find all the resources that you need regarding Pinterest communities. What is it, what it's not, FAQs, an area where pinners can come and learn all about Pinterest communities. Another thing that they've done is created Community Finder, so you can go into the community and you can ask, you know, does anyone have a group for, I don't know, paleo or hiking or photography? And so pinners in that group are going to go ahead and send their links to their communities that you can join. So if you're looking for a specific community, the Community Finder community is going to be the one that allows you to find communities you're interested in via other pinners helping you and sending and sharing their links. All right, guys, and that is all about Pinterest communities. For more information regarding the communities and the ultimate full detailed guide on Pinterest communities, the link is down below. It is up on my blog right now. It is a huge, 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 huge blog post that really gives you all the meat and potatoes and all of like the frequently asked questions regarding this new feature. Remember, this is a new feature. It is in beta mode, so that means that things are still evolving, still changing, and Pinterest is still trying to find out and figure out the kinks. They're currently testing on a test group, so even though some of us already have access to the feature, there is a dedicated test group that Pinterest is really kind of ironing out all those kinks and testing, you know, making groups private and all sorts of cool things that they're doing with the groups, right? And they're also testing features on how to search within the Pinterest communities, creating features that are going to be able to help us discover Pinterest communities through our general feed, as well as I've also even found out that Pinterest will be creating like a feed just for the communities that you join. So if you join, let's say you have 10 communities that you joined, and you're trying to figure out what came up in the feed for all those communities, there's going to be a separate feed for that apart from the regular feed. So that's pretty neat, because that way you kind of don't get it all mixed up, or you're able to find things that are really more targeted and more specific to what you want. Because sometimes the regular feed shows things that other pinners are pinning, especially your friends, even though you're not following them, but you're still connected to them. It'll show you, you know, your friends' feeds. Like I have a lot of friends that pin, but they're in my contacts, but I'm not following their boards, and their stuff comes up sometimes. And even in my notification, it tells me so-and-so pinned or so-and-so created a board, and I'm not even following them. It's just the fact that they are my contact on my phone, so it generates and populates that information in my feed. So this is a really great way to control feeds and what you see, and make sure that if you're really interested in a specific niche or in a specific industry, then with communities, you know, Pinterest communities and their feed capability that, you know, will be hopefully gets ironed up soon, because I'd love to see that. You'll be able to see, you know, things that are really dialed down to your interests based on the communities that you're a part of. All right, so that is all. Eso es todo, mi gente. Eso es todo para esta semana. And I wanted to make sure that you, as always, subscribe to my channel. And I want you guys to go down right now into the comment section. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you've already tried Pinterest communities. Have you tried it? Is it working for you? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What's going on? Talk to me. Let me know if you've already jumped on this, because I was really quick to jump on Pinterest communities. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the feedback that I've been getting. Again, subscribe, like this video if you found something interesting, and I will see you guys la próxima semana.